Hey, thanks for joining. We are diving right into the weekend briefing for Hastings, Minnesota, courtesy of Local 10. We're going to get you totally up to speed on everything you need to know for the next couple of days. So, what's really going on in Hastings this weekend? Let's jump in and get you some answers. So, here's a quick look at what we'll be covering. We'll kick off with a general weekend briefing, then get into the details on community events. After that, we'll talk local business and careers, touch on some important community notices, and then wrap it all up with a quick hitter reference guide. All right, let's get started with the big picture. Think of this as your main guide for navigating everything happening around Hastings this weekend.
The goal here is pretty straightforward. We're cutting through all the noise. Instead of you having to search all over the place, we've pulled all the most important, timely info into one clear plan just for you.
Okay, now for the really fun stuff. Let's get into the specifics. What's happening, where you can go, and maybe most importantly, when you need to get things done.
This gives you a great bird's eye view of the whole weekend. As you can see, Saturday is absolutely packed. Sunday's got a couple of awesome options, and then boom, a really important deadline hits us first thing Monday morning. So let's break down Saturday. If you're hunting for a deal, the Hockey Day merch sale is on from 9 to 5 at the arena. Everything's 25% off. Great chance to grab some Raider gear. For you sports fans, the Metro East Wrestling Championships kick off bright and early at 9:15 a.m. Tickets are just $8 for adults, $5 for students. Now, this is important. Today is your absolute last chance to support Hastings Family Service through the Island Impact Charity Drive. And if you're focused on wellness, there are some limited IV appointments from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., plus a yin yoga class at 6:30. Just make sure you check the original post to see if that's a.m. or p.m. And what about your Sunday plans? Well, the Knights of Columbus are flippin' pancakes from 8 a.m. to noon. It's donation-based and always a great community hang. Later on, you can head over to Cooper's Pub 55 for merch bingo, which starts at 2 p.m. And if you're looking for a Sunday service, Calvary Church is welcoming the community at 10 a.m.
And please do not forget this date, Monday, February 2nd. It is the absolute final day to register for the Carpenter Nature Center's Frosty 45 event. If you want in, Monday is your deadline.
Okay, let's shift gears now from events to opportunities. This is all about what's going on in our local economy, from some key job openings to a nice little deal. Now, this is pretty interesting because it lays out two very different kinds of career paths. On one hand, you've got the city of Hastings looking for a city engineer. That's a super important local role, and the priority review for applications starts on February 9th. Then, on the other hand, there's a fully remote account manager gig with Spader Group. So one right here in town, one you can do from anywhere. Both are fantastic leads if you're job hunting.
And hey, if you're looking for a practical deal for yourself or your small business, the UPS store has a promo going. If you sign up for a 1-year mailbox subscription, they'll give you 3 months for free. Pretty straightforward offer.
All right, we're going to move into a more personal part of our briefing now. This section is all about community notices and remembrances, and we're going to share them with care and respect.
The source material really said it best with this quote. These notices help neighbors show up with care and respect. And that's exactly what this is all about, helping us all connect and support each other.
A notice has been shared for Lois Ann Reinardi. Now, please be aware there has been a change to a service date, so it's really important to check the official announcement from Starkson to get the correct details. The community is also remembering Karen Louise Hainel. For any information about services or to share your condolences, please be sure to refer to the official post from Starkson. A notice has also been shared for Najeen Marit Peterson. Again, the official source, Starkson in this case, will have all the necessary information for friends and family. And finally, a notice has been posted in memory of Joseph Joe Phelan. To find all the details, please check the official announcement from Cock Funeral and Cremation Service. Okay, let's pull this all back together. I know that was a lot of information, so think of this as your quick reference guide, a fast recap of the most important points from the Local 10. All right, let's hit the highlights fast. For today, Saturday, you've got those limited IV appointments, wrestling starting at 9:15 a.m., and the hockey merch sale. Deadlines to watch: Frosty 45 registration is due February 2nd, and that city engineer priority review is February 9th. And so important, today is the last day to donate to Hastings Family Service through Island Impact. And to round out the recap, for Sunday fun, you've got merch bingo at Cooper's Pub 55 at 2 p.m. Job-wise, there's that local city engineer role and the remote account manager position. And for the notices, the big one to remember is the date change for Lois Ann Reinardi services and the notice for Joseph Thielen.
And listen, this might be the most important takeaway of all. While we're giving you the overview for the complete, official, and up-to-date details on any of these items, please always go back and check the original links in the source post. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with something to think about. When you see all of this together, from a pancake breakfast and a job opening to showing up for a neighbor, how do all these little updates actually work to make a community's connection even stronger? It's something to consider. Thanks so much for tuning in.